I'm glad you're here because I'm about to give you 8 tips that will make you sound smart regardless of how intelligent you are. So let's get started. The first way to sound smart when having a conversation is to stop talking. Of course, I don't mean stop talking entirely. I simply mean don't fall into the trap of talking too much. If you are well versed on the topic being discussed, then try not to dominate the conversation. Instead, show a curiosity into other people's thoughts and opinions. If it's a subject you are unfamiliar with, then don't be tempted to pretend otherwise, making up facts and feigning opinion and understanding of that topic. Instead, have a quiet, calm and curious air about you, as if you know a lot, but you're intrigued to find out what the other person knows or thinks about the matter. And you may or may not be surprised to find that you can learn a lot from actively listening to others. Number 2. Use unexpected but common words. It can be really tempting to learn a list of obscure, advanced words which are rarely used, thinking that by using these words you will sound super smart. But in reality, you will likely alienate your listener, who will have no idea what you're saying and will probably think that you're trying to show off. However, switching commonly used words for other words which are used often enough that most people know what they mean, well, it can have a great impact on how you come across. Take these words and phrases, which I said in the last tip. Don't fall into the trap of well-versed, feigning, air about you, and intrigued. I chose these words and phrases to make me sound like I have a rich vocabulary and therefore sound smarter. One way of improving your knowledge and gaining a richer vocabulary is to read and watch the news, which is why I strongly encourage you all to take advantage of a new resource being provided by Sensations English. Now, this is an exciting new company that I've been collaborating with for nearly 10 months now. Now, by signing up now, you'll gain access to exclusive new news articles and news videos every week, all available at 5 CEFR levels from A1 to C1, so you can work at your level. Plus, all articles come with additional interactive tools, activities and games to further support your learning. And the exciting thing is that all the videos and articles are centered around current, real-world news, which will serve to keep you interested and interesting, because you'll be more articulate and well-informed. I'll give you a little reminder at the end to click on the link in the description box below and sign up for this exciting, exclusive content. Oh, and if you're studying for any of these exams, then Sensations English is going to be a great asset to your learning. I'll remind you at the end. Number 3, use question tags. Now, instead of making statements like, "Oh, that's interesting," "It's fascinating," "It's unbelievable," create a question by using a question tag. It's interesting, isn't it? It's fascinating, isn't it? It's unbelievable, isn't it? This will create an illusion that you already know about the issue you're being told about, and it allows you to ask for and to show that you're in agreement, bonding and all that. Number 4, quotes. A well-placed quotation can be inspirational and fill the listener with awe and respect. So pick up a handful of great quotes and when the opportunity arrives, unleash those powerful words. Here are a few examples. Okay, I need your advice. I've been offered this job in a huge fashion brand, but I don't know whether I should take it because, well, I'm not sure I've got the necessary skills for the job anyway, and I'm not really sure what they expect from me, and I just don't want to fail in the job, and I just feel all overwhelmed about it. What do you think? Anna, you should take the job. Don't worry about the unknown. In the words of Toni Morrison, if you surrender to the wind, you can ride it. Wow, that was really profound. You're absolutely right. I should take the job, and I will take the job. I wish I was as smart as you. Anna, it's very difficult to work with you at times. You can be so unreasonable. Yes, I am unreasonable. And in the words of George Bernard Shaw, reasonable people adapt themselves to the world. Unreasonable people attempt to adapt the world to themselves. All progress, therefore, depends on unreasonable people. Hey Anna, what's the matter? I have had a terrible day. I ran the final test on the new product and it failed miserably. It turns out I miscalculated a few things and I'm an idiot. Listen to me, you're not an idiot. Look, sometimes we make mistakes and that's okay. No, in the words of Bill Gates, success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Number 5, brush up on your general knowledge. You don't have to know everything to appear smart, but it helps if you know a few things. So commit a few facts to memory, like the population of your country, dates of historical events like the moon landings, and stay up to date with some general current affairs, like knowing the names of some of the world leaders and being aware of particular issues affecting the world. Know what everyone else is talking about. Then you can pepper some of these facts into conversation to give the listener confidence that you know stuff. For example, when discussing the loss of green belt in the UK, green belt is green areas, fields and grassy areas. So when discussing the loss of green belt in the UK, you could throw in this fact. With over 65 million people now in the UK, all needing homes, it's not surprising that the government is considering encroaching on Greenbelt. Number 6, confident body language. Never underestimate the power of body language. Sit or stand upright, but staying relaxed, not slouched and not too stiff. This shows confidence. Be open in your upper body, not like this. Make your listener feel at ease. And finally, make good eye contact, both while you're talking and while you're listening. Looking away, looking down at your feet or looking at your phone, it will make you appear disinterested if you're listening and insincere or unsure about what you're saying if you're speaking. So keep good eye contact going. Number 7, clear and confident voice. The sound of your voice can make a big impact on your listener. Your soothing sounds can lull your listener into a deep, dream-filled slumber. And a quiet, creaking, jittery voice can just put the listener on edge or just make them feel disinterested, and certainly doesn't make you sound smart and confident. Therefore, in order to sound super smart, you should speak clearly, enunciating every word. You should speak at a reasonable volume, not too loud and not too quiet. And you should never speak fast. You are a thinker, a smarty pants of the highest order with a very large intellect. So always be calm and collected. Which brings me to my last tip, and perhaps the most dramatic tip, the use of pauses. Number 8, a dramatic pause. Deciding to pause before or after an important point will help to give extra weight and authority to what you're saying. But don't overuse pauses or you risk sounding like you've forgotten your point. And avoid filling pauses with what I lovingly call brain farts. You know, these noises. Oh, These noises are called fillers, and they are used commonly by most natives. But if you are wanting to sound super smart, then you need to minimize these unnecessary sounds and words. There we go. I'm now looking at a sea of smarty pants. So go and impress the world with your intelligent demeanour. But first, do click on that link in the description box below and check out the awesome content Sensations English will send you. It will definitely help. Please also share your feedback in the comments section below, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Smarty pants.